I'm Mark, and this is Wisdom and Knowledge 5. Well, the guest I was supposed to have on this week canceled last minute, but everything happens for a reason. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, be sure to subscribe on whatever platform you are checking out Wisdom and Knowledge on. This week, I'm going to be discussing the fact that you are in control of your life. So many people are sucked into, following the media, following, politics, you name it, and shaping their lives around that. Well, that is, in my opinion, so destructive. We have the power to be the solution. We have the power to, take our lives into our own hands to make things happen because, you know, these people, these outside entities that so many people are sucked into following and obeying, you name it, have no jurisdiction over your life. You control your own life. And when you realize that you control your own life, not only is your life going to get better, but you will also be, making a bigger difference in this world because when you step out of that, place that the majority of the people are in, which is, destroying humanity, in my opinion, being sucked into what the media wants, being sucked into what, you know, politicians, special interests want, you name it, you know, it is destroying humanity. Well, and the way to counteract that is to, do the opposite. Lift up humanity, lift up yourself first and foremost, and realize that you have the power to do what you want with your life, to control your life, and that nobody has any ruling authority over you. That's what it takes. And when you realize this, not only will you be, radically changing and making a huge difference in your own life and feel better, you'll be making a difference in the lives of countless others. And it will be an incredible change that, we need to see in this world. I get that there's so many people out there. There's so many people doing good. There's so many people who, get this, that they are in control of their own lives and, you know, such. But there's so many people out there who don't get this and they need to hear this message and they need to understand that when change things in your life, things will change for the better. That's, what it takes. You know, as someone who interviews people from across the world, people who are standing up for humanity, standing up for human rights, it's so great to get, different people's uh, point of view, perspective on what's going on topics affecting all of humanity, on whatever it may be. People who are making a difference in this world. And we see so many people out there that are making a difference and they're not getting credit, of course. Uh, but then you have so many people sucked into, you know, the system, so to speak. I got to follow the media. I got to follow the politicians, whatever it may be. And it's destructive to focus on that, yeah, of course. Uh, and that's why, I wanted to come on and just anyone who is listening, who may be one of those that has sucked into the system, so to speak, or maybe you know someone who is, share this out. Share this out with them because, we're not called to live lives like that. We're not called to be, oh, I need to worship this, I need to worship that, I need to worship, the media, I need to worship a politician. No, we're called to, do what we want with our lives, to stand for humanity, to stand for peace, stand for human rights. And with everything that's going on in the world, it is, quickly being forgotten about. But there is, you know, uh, opportunity for radical change. And that's what it takes. And much love to people who get this, to people who are standing up, to people who are being a light in this world, because we need more people being a light in this world. And we need, you know, everyone to understand that they're in control of their own lives. And when you realize that you're in control of your own lives, you can, choose what you want to stand for. You can choose, what you want to do with your life, and you can be the difference maker that society, that this world needs. And that's what it takes. So when you realize this, and when you change, whether it be your thoughts, your patterns, you name it, and, you know, stop going down the road that, leads humanity, so to speak, and yourself to destruction, then, you know, you will be able to see. And it's going to be an incredible journey. Life is an incredible journey. That's the thing. And yes, we deal with things, that happen in society, things that happen in the world. And the world completely shifted in 2020, and not for the better. But I will say this, there was a lot of people who understood what was going on, who, took matters into their own hands, who took control of their own lives and took a stand for all of humanity. And it is, you know, in 2025 especially, this message needs to get out there. This message needs to resonate that, you are in control of your own life. You control everything, that happens in your life, and no one can tell you how to live your life. No one can say this, not politicians, not media. And you have to realize this. You have to take a stand. And so many people have. I mean, but there's still so many people who just can't comprehend it. And, you know, now is the time to wake up. Now is the time to, say, hey, you know, this isn't what, you know, our world is about. This isn't how we're supposed to live our lives. You name it. And when you see this, when this happens, then you can see a complete shift in society, a complete 180. And that's, what it takes. And I think you'll see more and more of it. I think more and more people will be waking up, and we need to, be vocal. We need to share things out. We need to be a light in this world. We need to be there for others. We need to, uh, take a stand and realize that, hey, we are in control of our lives. We control our outcomes. We control what happens. And we have the power to be the solution. And when we realize that we have the power to be the solution in this world, we can, you know, be huge difference makers, and sometimes, things aren't always going to go the way that you planned, or things aren't always going to, happen the way that you think they're going to happen. But, at least you're out there. At least you're putting yourself out there. You're being a light in this world. You're able to think for yourself when you realize that you are in control of your life. And, you know, it will make a radical difference, not only in your own life, but in the whole world. That's what it takes, you know? And it takes, going out there and experiencing things, and, you know, uh, your thoughts, what you want to do, you know, what do you want to do? What do you want to, stand for in life? Whatever it may be, you are in control of your life, and you can, you know, do what you want. You can, take a stand. You can speak up for humanity. You can, whatever you want to do, you have the power to do that. And that's what's so great. I mean, when more and more people get this, and people are, continuing daily to, realize that they're in control of their own lives, and, breaking old habits, which luckily I never really got into, politics or media or whatever. I was sucked into working on TV shows. I did do that for some years in LA, and woke up to what it was really about and then stopped doing it. So uh from that aspect, yes, I was sucked into it, and broke myself free from it, some years ago. So, but when you realize that you are in control of your life, you control, what happens in your life, then you will ultimately be able to, make the right steps, guide yourself the right way to doing what you want to do in your life. And one of the important things in life, through my experiences and such, one of the most important things in life, and it's not always easy to do, that's for sure, is, you know, do your best to, feel good. Feel good now is a great, phrase to remember because, you know, when you're feeling good, you can be excited about the future. You can be excited about what's, coming your way. And I understand that you have to, live in reality, but there's, you know, when you feel good, when you truly feel good about your life, you know, you will see just how, you'll see radical change and you'll be happier. You'll be, uh, more alert, more focused, you name it, you know. And I get there's a lot of, destruction going on in the world and this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying, hey, just don't, that this is not going on. I'm just saying some things are out. So even though we are in control of our lives, some things are not, you know, we don't have control over, whether it be wars, destruction, you name it, rising food price, you name it. But we can decide, how we're going to live our lives, what we're going to support, uh, what we're going to do with our lives, that we can decide. So, and throughout, all throughout the many interviews that I've done on this podcast, I get so much out of, hearing others talk and talking about certain topics, whether it be health related, things that are going on in society and in the world that are affecting, humanity, uh, you know, positive thinking, yes, you name it, it has been such a, great experience for me just to, connect with humanity. And that's what I, am called to do. Connect with each other, encourage one another, bring on guests, and discuss things that, humanity needs to be hearing and things that, affect all of humanity and guests that, care about all of humanity and care about the future of this world. Because we, you know, in my opinion, contrary to the media or whoever it may be, we are called to be a light in this world, and we have the opportunity to be a light in this world. And even if it's just small things like making a difference in somebody's life in your area or whatever, going out of your way for someone, you name it, you know, you have the power to do it. When you realize that you are in control of your own life, you can do whatever you want to do with your life. And when you do that, you will see, not only radical change in your life, but in my opinion, you'll see, change in society. And you will be the difference maker that is so desperately needed in this world, So, um, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover today. It just worked out well, that my guest canceled last minute because, it just felt like the right opportunity to talk about how you are in control of your life. And when you realize this and you change, things, or if you need to change things, I'm saying, because some of you, might be on the right path. You might be doing the right things. So you don't, but for those that feel that they need to change things, when you go and you do that, you will see radical change, and that's what it takes. And if you haven't subscribed to Wisdom and Knowledge 5, be sure to hit that subscribe button, share this podcast out left and right with everyone who you feel, could use this message. And much love to everyone who's making a difference in the world and standing for peace, human rights, love, and doing what they want to with their lives. I know that, it is a strange world we live in, to say the least, but, we are in control of our lives, and we can continue to be the light that this world needs and be the change. So much love and peace to everyone. I really appreciate uh, everyone, and have a great week. Continue to be a light in this world. That's what it takes. We are the difference makers.